Hey, can I tell you a secret? I grew up terrified for my life every single day as a child. Terrified. Because I had a father who would break things, who would explode without any, warning. And at a young age of 4, that got molded into me. That manipulation, walking on eggshells, living with that panic and terror of when is the next thing going to be taken from me? Because what he would do is do that and then blame it on me. And that gives you such a distortion. You live from a place of unworthiness, right? Maybe you can relate in your own way. But also you internalize this belief that you never have enough, that you'll never be enough. It's unworthiness, it's shame, it's internal self-judgment. It's a horrible way to live, but that's all you know because that was your reality. And you learn to hide yourself, you learn to suppress yourself, and you start to believe that that's the only thing that's safe. But here I am in my 30s, rebuilding love, undoing, unlocking and unpacking and not staying in that identity anymore. That is not the truth of who I am. That was demonstrated to me by someone who did not know their worth and was repeating their trauma. But I have the ability to choose again. I have the ability to tune into my soul and remember my own brilliance before someone else took it away from me without my permission. And a lot of us here in this space, our childhoods were stripped from us without our permission. And the biggest comeback is not to bypass that. You need to meet that. You need to learn to heal your inner child, which is what I'm all about, because that part of you needs to be looked at and given safety, what true safety is, sometimes for the first time in your entire life. But don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in that story. So many of you are stuck telling your past story over and over and over again, and you keep living from that state. And while we don't want to bypass that, I also don't want you to stay there, because you have the ability to remember your soul's brilliance and to connect with your soul's brilliance every single day. If you didn't live from the panic of I'll never have enough, and instead you knew that you are enough and that you're in this overflow state of being, who are you? Who are you? Who is that person? How does she show up? Well, she shows up in an energy of overflow, that nothing can be taken away from her, that I am the one that gives myself the permission to be all of me. I don't wait for someone else outside of me to give me that validation anymore. I don't wait on eggshells knowing where I could go wrong next and then knowing I'm enough. And that's the big shift, the big body embodiment shift that I've had to learn for myself, and I want you to have for yourself, because it's huge. Do not hold back from your creative flow. Do not hold back from your creative flow. You see, there's so many things that want to help us stay small, because that's all we've known. It's the safety thing. You're safe when you stay small. That's what you learned growing up. If you had someone as a parent who gave you the opposite of what safety and love is. And so many of you have a conditional view of yourself. A conditional view of yourself. So the work here is to learn, okay, I don't have to stay in that. I can have an unconditional love. And when that becomes your identity, you become unstoppable. You ignite with your passion. You learn that enjoyment and playfulness is your birthright. You learn that your worthiness is a being. It's be, do, have. And so many of us learned we've got to do and achieve and stay in this survival mode that keeps us empty, that keeps us in chaos, that keeps us always feeling like we don't have enough, and we're grasping onto other things to keep us safe, when really they're keeping us in this limited, lack, scarcity viewpoint of ourselves. And with me, my goal here is that you learn to wipe that slate clean and become who you truly are, remembering who you are, knowing that you have a voice that you need to accept within yourself first. So many of you are chasing the next thing. You have business ideas, you have creativity ideas, but have you taken the time to really zone in and be like, I fully accept and receive my own voice, my own medicine, my own knowing? That is the key. But you're so afraid. You're so afraid of the unknown. You're afraid to sit with yourself because you didn't have a parent that sat with you and nurtured that part of you. They stripped that part of you. But you've always been connected to that part of you. You just have to learn that it's safe to connect with that part of you, and nothing's going to be taken away from you this time. Oh, that is the magic. That is what I'm here for. We are living visible, free, and worthy after something else was stripped from us, coming home to who we truly are. I'm so here for it. You have a soul-led legacy, and if you want to learn more and connect more to it so that you can surrender and trust into it with more ease, connecting to your inner knowing and allowing it to be a way of being, come into my next masterclass. It is only $22, and honestly, it's honestly going to be worth like $1,000. And I want you to show up with that energy for yourself, saying yes to your life. Things will already start to shift. On Monday, the 24th of March, it goes up to $37. So go sign up below, and we are here to ignite your voice again, ignite that fire within you. Be so committed to the soul-led path of giving yourself security, true security within yourself, because everything else will come after that. I'm going to be sharing more with you soon, and I'm sending you so much love. Do not hold back from your creative flow.